Hey man, it's an early morning video. Ooh. Car still in pieces. Had to ride on some fools yesterday by some FedEx business. But yeah, put my dash back in, sorta. It's all dusty. I'm gonna clean up and do all that jizz. But this video is to say that shit's dirty, and I'm gonna put a double dent in it, but I'm gonna do a relocation. I'm gonna put these things down here, and the double dent is gonna be at the top. But I'm not gonna do it the regular way. Watch and see. I'm gonna try to do a whole series of videos like I did for the sound deadener in the back and all that jizz. Yeah, so should be coming soon. Haven't made any bass videos in a while because my system hasn't been right since about March. I want to say March. Having a girlfriend's expensive, and I've been buying guns and stuff, so I'm pretty much done with guns. I just got I'm building an AK now, so buy me a parts kit, and then should be done for the year. Yeah, so I'm gonna try to keep it as factory as I can, because a whole bunch of people, they just cut this whole thing out right here, and then buy the little details kit, but I can't spend more on a dash kit than I do a radio, so that's not gonna happen. So I'll see what I can do, but yeah, it's gonna look factory, and I'm gonna probably like repaint or go back over this to try to make it match everything in here black. Yeah, so when I get done, either everything in here is gonna have another coat of black on it, or this one's just gonna look so factory that you're not gonna be able to tell. So you're in for a whole bunch of sanding, bondo, all of that stuff. Coming December 25th or 26th, I'm gonna do a video of my radio. Hopefully it's the right one. So just giving you guys a little update. About to go over to my girlfriend's house, take a nap. Deuce. What's up, people? First video. It's Christmas. My girlfriend did get me the right radio, so here we go. I'm going to do a function test and hook it up. Little connection. All the wires I'm gonna use. It's not the permanent location. The permanent location is gonna be up here. I'm just doing it right now just to test it and mess with the features and stuff, and kind of partly get it set up before I start chopping stuff up. Yeah, I'm gonna have to cut off, well, pull this off. It's a bar that goes across here. Cut it off. Take this, drop it down, fabricate a bracket for 1, 2, 3 screws, and I think I'm gonna have to do another bracket down here from this one and this one. Then cut the dash up, but alright, I'm about to do a function test. Hold on. Step 1. Cut out this middle piece right here. Then I'm either gonna slide it down or flip it around and slide it down. And then fill it back in with bondo. I'm using it, oh shit. I'm using this thingy right here with a air hose. This is a really old car, so I should be done cutting this in a couple minutes once the pressure builds back up, and then I'll post part 2. Boom. Okay, I had to break out the bar in the middle right here and put the air conditioning stuff down at the bottom. Here goes the radio. So Now I have to build a bracket to house the radio right here. Cut and fill this back in. Probably have to flip it around so it'll be a little bit more area. Then fill it in with some plastic. Well, damn, what you call it? Phone's about to die. Fill it in with some more plastic, Bondo, paint, video coming soon. Alright, I got enough juice to actually tell what I've been doing. Let me turn this down. Up. How do I do it? Fuck. I don't know. I'm just gonna. Oh. Alright. Yeah, so this is what I have done so far with the 95 Impala Dash. I did like I said I was gonna do. I cut out the middle piece. Slid it down. Well, first I took it out. And then I mounted up some brackets for the radio to hold on there. No. First, I moved the air conditioning thing down, drilled 2 holes in that little ledge, screwed it in, and then I broke that little middle bracket that it was sitting on before, and cut it off. Oh shit! Oh, it's hard. But yeah, I broke off the little middle thing, and then I made some brackets to actually hold the radio out of some just bar stock. Then I put the dash back on and tried to move the middle, this piece right here, about where I wanted it. And then I trimmed it until it was about a good enough gap. And then I plastic welded it in. And then I seen about where the radio was going to sit. So I filled in the whole, well, about this far on both sides, about where the radio was going to be, and then I used a little bracket that came, well, the little face thing that came with the radio, flipped it over and marked about where I was going to need to get it. Then, well, I used duct tape as a backing, and then put in some, where's this stuff at? Oh, this stuff right here, Evercoat glass light. It's pretty sexy. It works pretty well. Like, it actually does what it says. You mix up a little bit of the blue with the green, and it turns green and gets hard within like 5 minutes. Like, this is about 5 minutes. It's nothing on my thumb. It should be able to get sanded in about another 10. I'm gonna take it in the house and put it under a heat fan so it can speed the process up. Yeah, so I cut this thing down to about the size, filled it in, put a few layers, so this isn't thin, it's thick, so it's not going nowhere. This is I guess the last coat before I hit it with some primer, and then I'm probably going to try to do something to mimic that texture, so it'll probably be, I might sprinkle some Comet over some wet, like a tacky paint to get the texture, or I might just spray it in wrinkle paint and say forget the whole thing. I'm thinking wrinkle paint. Yeah, that's it. Alright, wrinkle paint. Yeah, so the radio is going to fit right here. It's going to be really flat. Like a whole bunch of people, they'll mount it so it'll be sticking up. Yeah, I don't want it to stick up, so it's going to be like almost flush with the whole thing. The only thing that's going to stick out is the little volume thing at the bottom. Alright, this has been a 4-minute video of me talking. So I'll come back with some more stuff. Alright people, this is it. The moment of truth before the paint and everything. The test fit. Boom! Look at that shit. Few spots I'm gonna go back and get over, but for the most part, corners are square, everything looks good. It's flush down the front like how I wanted it. Like I said, only the bottom little lip was gonna stick out. Try to make it look as factory as possible, and I think I accomplished that. Next step is I'm gonna put some primer on it, sand it, then spray some wrinkle paint. Probably do wrinkle paint on this stuff over here and the little black ring that goes around this thing. But here we go, let's cut it on and see. There's no sound hooked up, so it's a pretty cool little radio. Got little games. Called Put Together the Asian Chick. I don't really get how to turn the brightness down so you can actually see. Oh, come on, focus. Yeah, alright, here we go. The flip down. Let's see if the logo will come up this time. And it didn't. Well, sometimes when it comes on, it's a Chevy logo. Let's see if it'll do it. No, it didn't. There we go. Chevy logo. Yeah, it's trying to play To Change My Moment. Yeah, there it goes. No details kit, no $160 plus shipping. It only cost, well, me personally, since I didn't buy the Bondo stuff, it didn't cost me anything but a couple hours of my time, so yep, I think it's worth it for a factory look. I think the Bondo is like 20 bucks. That's what my dad said anyway. Yeah, once again, flips right out, no issues. For a almost factory look. Well, when I paint it and stuff, I'll make another video. There it goes, Chevy logo. Oh, I just love seeing this thing flip out. Come back in. Alright, next video is probably going to have some painting and it should be a finished video. Alright. Alright, this is after the paint. This is wrinkle paint, so as it dries, it should wrinkle up. I laid it flat, so there'll be like no runs, hopefully. Alright, It's mostly in. The paint looks a little funky because it's wrinkle paint, so it should wrinkle up and the whole thing should look like that. But I don't know if I really like it, so if I don't like it, I'm going to sand it and just spray down some satin finish black. But so far, it's wrinkling up pretty good. I think I like it. It's a little different than everybody else's. Yeah. Cut it on. Once again, that pulling that shit out, just sexy. Just gonna watch it go back in. Anybody who has Impala know that the dashes don't come like this, so deuce. Alright, this is after the paint is set overnight in like 40-degree weather. Still got some stuff to do around here, but I'm finally getting around to it. Clean the steering wheel. Still gotta clean some more stuff like that right there. Cleaned out the car. Everything is clean, and the dash. The wrinkle paint finish. I like it. Yep, it's pretty sexy. The radio fits in pretty well. Let's cut it on. Chevy logo. All my music is slowed down, so. Just preach to the streets. These my words, man. Yeah. It's y'all doing when I'm here to motivate the streets. Let me show you how to get money, paper keys. Show you how to turn that into a butter key. Make sure you keep your tool and your loyalty. Cause when you sleep, that's when they reach for your dope. And in these streets, they say you reap what you sow. But it's a big difference between rich and poor. Don't let that money come between you like rich and poor. To be paid in full shit. Yep. Took about 2 or 3 days, $20, and about, well, less than $20, but yeah, just a little bit of my time, and now my dash looks back factory, but I can fit a double din in the top. Deuce.